It's October 16th today, and tonight we're supposed to get our first frost. It's going to be a light frost, but we might lose a few things. So I wanted to show you guys how everything's doing in the food forest. Let's go. Here we are on the outside, looking in to the food forest. Got the greenhouse there on the right. Soon we're going to have some videos in there, growing some stuff. And on the outside, I got some good harvest this year. Utilize that extra space, that vertical space. Still getting tomatoes, and I got grapes from here earlier in the season. So a lot of tomatoes just went wild along this fence here. Still in good production, and the chickens love these tomatoes. Sometimes I'll just take them off and just toss them to them. They eat them right up. And a few different kinds of basil. I'm gonna have so much holy basil seed. Here's a holy basil right here. I've got a number of other big ones just that I let go to seed. I'm gonna have so much seed this year. And these cosmos are so tall, so beautiful. Even on a cloudy day like today, foggy, the bees are still working on the cosmos. Everyone looks like he's in a coma or something, just having a good time. And a lot of the trees just grew dramatically this year. That nectarine grew so fast, and that hazelnut. And some of the tomatoes on the outside are finishing, but some of them are still going strong, like this black cherry. Still getting production out of that. And here's Sapphire running along with me. She's one of our best diggers. She's a black Australorp. Great digger, great worker for us. Produces delicious, delicious eggs too. And still get some lemon boy tomatoes finishing up too. So I'll still get a decent tomato harvest. This one looks like it's a little damaged there, but that one looks beautiful. And this hazelnut right above me here. Every time I see it, I get so excited for the potential, what it can produce next year. And actually I see a cucumber right down there hanging. I haven't seen that before. I'm gonna have to grab that. From in here, I can barely even see it. That's probably why I missed it. Grab it though. Looks like it's still good. Bring that inside. And I filled up the water bath for the birds. Gotta have them in here, helping out the food forest. And got a few weeds I can see coming through. And my wood chips have just broken down so quick everywhere. It just amazes me how quick they break down. The funguses break it all down so fast. So I've got to come through and remulch. But the weeds just come out so easy. But I've got to come through and winterize the garden. That's something I'm going to be showing you guys in the near future in some videos. And these little tomatoes that came up on their own, that self-seeded, still producing a lot of tomatoes. I'm getting a lot of cherry tomatoes and feeding a lot of them to the chickens. They love them. Not too many though. I don't want them to get any digestion problems or something from having too many tomatoes. And these grapes have just put on so much growth. It's amazing. I'm going to have to do a lot of pruning on these grapes come winter time, but that's something I can show you guys as well. And I'm going to prune for a high production like I did this year. And they've just grown everywhere. And there's another set of the other grape arbor. That's the Concord grape over there. So they're like meeting each other. This whole area here is just gonna be like covered in grapes. Then we've got the apple tree here and another apple tree behind that. The almond tree. Hopefully that's gonna set up for next year and produce some fruit, produce some nuts for us. I'd love to see that. I'd be really excited to have some almonds. That'd be so awesome. And we've got some rhubarb here. The rhubarb has really been happy with the change in weather, as well as the strawberries and the comfrey too. The cherry tree is basically all dormant now. And these tomatoes over here are still producing a good amount. Getting a lot of cherry tomatoes and a lot of raspberries. And A couple decent sized tomatoes. I know there's some soldakis ready back there by the raspberries, some big ones. And here's a couple orange ones that are just setting up, be ready in a couple days. Still a little yellow. But I know earlier I saw a few soldakis back here. Yeah. So these will be good. Real good. That's a nice monster one. Wow, it's a nice looking tomato. Looking beautiful. And I know I had a real nice Goldie yellow tomato. This is the biggest tomato of the year I'm about to show you guys. I'm coming late, it just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden I came back here one day, I was like, what? It just, it's huge. As there's some nice pink tongue long eggplants back there. And I'm still waiting on that watermelon. It hasn't finished yet. Once the stem part where it meets the watermelon dies back, I'll come harvest it. That means it's done. And a bunch of tomatoes just blanketing the ground over here. And some good looking orange tomatoes back there. Some peppers. I want to show you this Goldie yellow tomato though. This thing is set up nice. And the plant doesn't even look that healthy. I mean, look at it. But the size of the tomato is, and the half of it looks really, wow, look at that thing. What a beauty. It's the biggest one of the year. I'm gonna have to weigh this one because that thing is a monster, and it's got another nice one in the back. This one's closer to being ripe. This one still needs some time. Man, it looks nice. That's a nice heirloom one too. And behind me here got some more soldaki. These heirloom ones, I guess, are good producers late. It seems like so. Next year I'll have to put a bunch of those in a little later in the season and take out maybe some of the ones that finished early. This way I can adjust my timing to increase my harvest. And blackberry still doing excellent, expecting great things out of that next year. Using proper pruning techniques, and I'm gonna have to prune a lot of these peaches, but man, they've gotten tall. 15, close to 20 feet probably. And all the strawberries have come back looking excellent. Still getting delicious yellow raspberries from here. And everything in the food forest is adjusting or shifting from production back over to growth as the season changes, and then a lot of the stuff will shift into dormancy as winter comes. But when I winterize the garden, I get the thick wood chips down. That allow great insulation for the ground and the microorganisms, so they'll be able to reproduce and just grow and build amazing soil all winter long. So come spring, my soil is going to be even better. Next year my fruit's going to be better, my harvests are going to be bigger. And I'm still getting nice late harvest and some nice looking orange peppers over here too. Oh man, it's a beautiful one. And I know I got some Black King eggplants that are about ready to go, weighing down the plant. So still getting some summer production as I'm just about 2 weeks away from my expected frost date. And some more eggplant. Still got a couple. Looks like we're making some fried eggplant or something, or some kind of eggplant rollatine would be good too. As you guys can see, we're still getting good production from the food forest and even from our summer annuals. If you guys enjoyed the video, share it with your friends, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.